Hi, I'm Loli, and I'm so glad you are here. In today's video, I will be sharing 3 beautiful farmhouse Easter DIYs. And here we go with the first inspiration. I took one of these wood trays that I knew from Dollar Tree and I painted it black using my folk art rich black paint. And I took one of these candle holders from Dollar Tree and I also painted it with the same color. Now here, I'm going to just attach the tray to the top of my candle holder using some gel super glue. I didn't decide to add this candle holder to this piece until after I painted the base, so if you're gonna recreate this, just go ahead and adhere everything together and then paint it. And this is what it's looking like so far. Now I'm going to take some of this school glue from Dollar Tree and I'm going to add it to that inside walls and the complete outside of this piece. As I was adding the glue, I was making sure to leave a thick layer. And I did the same exact thing with the base as well. Before the glue dried, I am going to add some of this acrylic white paint from Apple Barrel, and I just added it in a thick manner as well, making sure to keep my strokes pretty consistent and even, and only going with only one pass as I was adding the paint to the glue. And I also repeated the same process with the candle holder. Now comes the funnest part. So I took my heat gun and I am applying it onto all the painted sections, and that beautiful crackle is appearing through my entire piece. I love how this turned out, as you'll see in a second how beautiful that crackle is. Here you can see how it's coming up. Look how cute that is. Oh my goodness, I love this technique. And this is what it was looking like so far once it dried. Look how antique and cheapy and crackled and farmhouse beautiful that looks. I love it. Then I took this roll of fake sod from Dollar Tree. It's actually a table runner from the plus section. And I'm just cutting a square big enough to fit right there at the base. And I cut it across with a scissors. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just cut it at the back with an X-Acto knife, not to ruin the sod section. So as you see there, I had to trim it down, remove that black. And what I did is I gathered up all the grass that fell off as I cut, and I'm going to just fill in those sections that are now bare by adding some hot glue and adding a little bit of the sod on the top to fill in any blank areas. And then I'm adding some hot glue to the bottom and secure the entire mat down. Then I took one of these bunnies from Dollar Tree and I'm going to remove that tag and glue this to my sod using a generous amount of hot glue. My friends, if you enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up. I truly appreciate it. Now that my bunny is attached, I'm going to come in with some of these eggs that I got doing clearance last Easter from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to add 3 eggs to each side of my bunnies, trying to alternate the different colors. They have this look very symmetrical. My friends, this video is part of the Easter Spring Off the Hook Challenge that is hosted by Jackie from Crafting and Mimi's World, Christine from DIY Craftaholic, C from CJ DIYs, and the guest host this month is Ryesha from Pretty DIYs. The links to their channels and to their playlist will be linked in my description box below and also pinned in the comments. Make sure that you head on over to the channels and to the playlist and you show everyone some love. Alright, now we're done with the eggs, and now we are going to remove that ribbon that came in the neck of the bunny. I'm just going to remove it. It seemed to be glued on, so I just took my pick from my Cricut and I'm going to just remove that ribbon off, pull it off, and I'm going to come back with this selection of ribbons from Dollar Tree. I wasn't sure which color I wanted to use, so I'm just trying to figure it out here. And I ended up opting for this pink check ribbon right here. Once I knew exactly how much I wanted to use, I cut it off and I'm just going to tie it on and then just create a shoeless bow right there at the front, and we're going to go ahead and also dovetail the ends. My friends, if you enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. And while you're there, I hope you will consider subscribing and set your notifications to all. So now it's time to embellish this a little further. So I'm going to use these picks from Dollar Tree I'm going to actually use the greenery off of these purple picks because they are pretty, 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 pretty. And I'm going to use the other pick as well. So I'm going to add the 2 pieces of greenery on each side of the bunny, one of each side of the bunnies, and I'm just wedging them in between the bunny and the eggs. And I repeated that with the other side here. I'm just making sure that it fits properly. And now that I'm happy, I'm going to come in and glue it in. But first, we are going to add some more of the greenery. So I'm using this that I got from Dollar Tree as well. I'm just cutting it into small stems because I'm going to position them alongside the bunny as well after I deconstruct them. Then I decided that I needed more eggs. So I'm just coming in with some other eggs. I'm going to place 2 more at the front on here, and I want to alternate the colors, so I decided to put back one of those green ones and come back with one of the yellow ones, and then add in the greenery that fell off. But now it's time to go ahead and attach it now that I'm happy with how this is looking. I just glued everything using some hot glue. Then I'm going to take one of these yellow flowers from the same pick, and we're going to attach it right there to each one of the corners of the bunny. And this pretty much concludes this DIY. Let me know what you think. I want to take a quick moment to say thank you to my subscribers for subscribing, commenting, liking, sharing. All of these things truly help my channel grow, and I am so grateful for you for all of it. And if you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and join the Loli's Creations family and subscribe. It is free, and it means the world to me. So please subscribe. All right, let's go on with our next inspiration. I used one of these bunny cutouts from Dollar Tree and one of these new wooden crates as well from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint the entire crate using my white acrylic paint from Apple Barrel. Then I had my bunny, and I'm going to paint it with my full card black paint. And here are the 2 pieces all painted. And I'm going to take now some ribbon, buffalo check ribbon that I got from Michael's, and I'm just going to glue it right along the middle portion of the crate. Have you subscribed yet? If you haven't, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and become part of the Loli's Creations family. We will be so glad to have you. Alright friends, so here I'm just making sure that everything stays nice and clean. So I'm just trimming the edges off of my ribbon and cinching the end as well to make sure that everything stays nice and neat. And I'm just sealing it, adding the glue to the other ribbon and putting it on top and trying to make the seam as seamless as possible. Then I took a piece of floral foam, and I'm going to measure exactly how high my crate is, and I'm going to mark it and cut off that excess. And then I'm going to just glue this to the bottom of my crate. Then I glued the wooden bunny to the floral foam using some hot glue. Then I took some of the greenery that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm going to start with this one that usually is available during the Easter and spring season. I'm just pushing all the foliage to the top. And I'm going to cut these into individual sticks. And we're going to add them onto the floral foam. I took some of these flowers from Dollar Tree as well. I'm going to actually not use the flowers. I'm just going to use the greenery. So I'm just going to remove those out of there and place them diagonally on each of the sides just to create a little bit more interest and different colors in foliage. I am simply adding them on using a little bit of hot glue. And what I did to the front, I did also to the back using another pick. And then I added the leftover greenery to the floral foam as well. Now it's time to add some Spanish moss. So I'm going to cut some Spanish moss into small pieces and put them in those pieces in which you can see the floral foam. And I just glue them using some hot glue. Once the floral foam was completely covered, I'm going to go ahead and take one of these pom-pom makers from Dollar Tree and some of the yarn from Dollar Tree and create a pom-pom. And then I'm going to glue it onto the bunny's tail that I left unpainted. And that completes, nope, it doesn't. I'm not done yet. I took a white paint marker from Artisa and I'm going to just swirl it around on all the edges of the bunny just to give it a little bit more depth and interest. And that concludes this DIY. You'll see it again in the final review. For our next inspiration, I'm going to be using this wreath that I got from Carolina Pottery on a trip that I did to North Carolina. And I'm going to just use some florals from the Dollar Tree to embellish it. The first thing that I did was just remove all of these flowers from the pick, just cutting it into very short steps. Now I'm going to just arrange the flowers in the position in which I want to put them in. I want to make sure that it has like a collar or a beautiful necklace of flowers this bunny has around his neck. So I'm just positioning the flowers until I'm happy with the placement. Then I'm going to take these baby's breath. I think it's actually called Queen Anne's, I believe. These flowers on Dollar Tree in the color yellow. I really love how this played with the yellow that the previous flowers have in it. So it just complement each other. So I'm just going to place 2 pieces of them, trying to separate them as best as I could. And then I took some of this boxwood also from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to just cut it into some pieces that have like 3 different sprigs to them. And I'm going to position it in 2 different sections right here. Then I'm going to go ahead and glue all my flowers in. So I'm just adding some hot glue to the stems, doing it in a generous amount so they're able to glue onto the fabric that's underneath and to the roses the different flowers that are next to them. Once the pink flowers were down, I'm going to go ahead and glue in the yellow Queen Anne's in there, just making sure here that everything adheres correctly before I add them together. So here you see me that some of them were not completely glued down, so I'm just reinforcing all those flowers in place before I seal the deal by adding the yellow ones right here in the mix. But I wasn't satisfied yet, guys. So I came in with some of this boxwood that I got from Dollar Tree on spring now. Right here, they're available right now at Dollar Tree. They are a lot brighter than the other ones. As you see right there next to each other, you can see the difference in the tone of the green. I just wanted to have that extra tone, different tones of the green, and that was it for that part. But I was not happy yet. I wanted a little bit more detail. So I'm taking 3 of these large pom-poms that I had in my stash, and I'm going to glue them together. As you see right there, I am creating a little bunny tail. So I'm going to take my wreath and we are going to place it right there at the tail. I'm checking with my kids what the best place will be to add them. So after voting, we decided that they were going to go right there. So I glued it right on the top right there. And that is it for this one. It is massive. Let me know what you think. And here we go with the final reveal. My friends, as always, thank you so much for watching. Be blessed, be a blessing, and craft responsibly. And if you would like to follow me on social media, here are my social media links. And don't forget to visit my friends in the playlist. If you would like to watch some more of my videos, here's a suggestion, and you are more than welcome to binge away with this playlist as well. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. You're amazing. Bye.